Hey everybody, TC here from TC's Bunch of Stuff, and welcome back to Raft Mechanic, Episode 2. Now, I did a bunch of grinding off camera to kind of save you guys the boring stuff. Built a little dock, which I thought was fitting, considering we're in a water world. And I kind of laid out all my stuff here on the dock. I built a second workbench to kind of speed things along. Moved the storage here. I made a seed press. This is a tool necessary to make seeds out of any growables you make. And I wanted to kind of get into that a little more because I kind of skipped over the farming thing the last time. So I did make farming plots, which are right here. And there's pros and cons. There's two different ways to farm, basically. There's pros and cons to each of them. So the farming plots you can put anywhere. You can put them on your raft, you can put them sideways, you can put them upside down. And you can grow very easily in the farm plots. What they don't do is they don't trigger any raids. Now, this can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what you're going for. The raids bring robots, which robots give you resources. So, not having raids means you don't get those resources. But it also means you don't have to worry about fighting off any robots. So, like I said, depending on how you want to play, this may or may not be the way you want to farm. Now, being able to put them anywhere means you can, have stuff growing on your raft while you're traveling, which that's a huge plus. One of the downsides to planting in this is you don't get seeds back when you harvest, which is why you need the seed press. So some of your crops have to be turned back into seeds. The ratio isn't bad. One crop gives you 5 seeds. So that's not too bad. Now the other way to farm, which I'll show you right over here because I made a little farm, is to just plant right on the ground. You take the soil bags and you just plop them down. And planting on the ground like that, you get your seeds back. So I got, a bunch of seeds back. But you can also trigger raids if you plant too much. There's a limit to the crop value where you'll start to trigger raids. There's charts online. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I do remember the lowest tier crops, which is carrots, beets, and tomatoes. You can plant up to 9 before a raid will trigger. I do remember that number. So I planted some potatoes. I planted a little bit of carrots in there, just to kind of move things along. Now, when you plant on the ground, you're going to want to build a little wall around it, which I've done here with my excess stone. Because when the robots do come in the raid, they go directly for the crops. They're not after you. They're trying to destroy your crops. If you get in the way, they'll attack you. So yeah, by building a little wall, you buy yourself time. You can kill the robots, get the resources, and everything's happy. I will be picking all this up again because I'm not going to stay here too much longer. The next thing we're going to talk about is what I've been doing off camera. And I made a nice storage chest there. But what I've mainly been doing off camera is working on all the parts for the new raft. So in this chest here, I got a bunch of stuff for building the new raft. I wanted to do that on camera. In case anybody is unfamiliar with, the building in Raft Mechanic. Oh, there's a shark right there. Hello. The the shark AI has changed a lot over the different revisions of this mod. In the beginning, they used to go straight for you no matter what happened. And then, there was a few other iterations in between, and now the shark AI, if you whack the shark, it swims away. So trying to kill the shark in open water is an absolute pain in the butt now. The best way to get the sharks is to kind of trap them against a rock. But as you can see right there, it just disappeared. Oh, wait a minute. One must have killed itself. I don't know if it was the same one, but one must have killed itself over here on the rocks. I will take the circuits for definitely sure. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, the best way to kill the sharks, if you're going for the sharks, which they do give you resources, is to try to get them trapped up against a rock. They'll even kill themselves on rocks if they hit the rock enough time, but a lot of times they just disappear, which is kind of weird. There's a shark over there. The trick to getting the shark, though, if you can get underneath them, if you can get under their belly and hit up, the shark's AI gets confused. And you can use that to your advantage if you're trying to farm sharks. There's a underwater cave that I'm going to show you in this episode, and I'll try to demonstrate that technique to you. But first, I want to start building the raft. So we'll place down our lift, and we will grab some of these items. Get the platforms, and I think I'll go with the corrugated metal, or extruded metal rather, to start with. Okay, so the biggest thing with building rafts in this mod is you want them to be perfectly balanced left to right. And the way I do that is I actually build odd width. Not only does that help with balancing, but it also makes it easy to put your sail in the middle, because we're going to build a sail to make us move. Now you can see this platform is facing the wrong way. Whenever you want to rotate either your build direction or the item itself, you hit Q. And if you keep cycling Q, you can rotate it the way you want it to be. So I'm going to have all the flotation pieces in line with the raft. It's just a visual thing. It really doesn't make any difference to the final product. Okay. So let's re-grab it here. There we go. It makes it easier to build. So I'll probably be making more platforms, but we'll just start with what we got for now. So yeah, by adding this strip down the middle, that makes it an odd width, and I'll be able to put my sail right in the middle. If you don't make your raft balanced, what's going to happen is as you move forward, it'll start drifting in one direction or the other, depending on which side of your raft is heavier. So we'll get to that. All right, that's looking pretty good. I am gonna go for a decent-sized raft. I think at least Yeah, I think at least 2 on each side for now, but we'll probably go to 3 on each side eventually. Alright, so you can see the coordinate arrows on this block I'm going to place. Cycling Q changes the direction of build. So if I were to use this, I would be building, you know, up like that. Hit Q again, now you're building up like that. So that's how you change your build direction. And of course, it cycles anything you're holding, so now that's in the wrong direction too. Okay. Okay, so that, yeah, that's almost... Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to make more platforms. Okay. So, how many can I make? Oh, we got a bunch of water. And my inventory's full. Okay, I can't make plastic without chemicals, and we haven't found chemicals yet. Okay, but can I make... Alright, I can make some of those. Excellent. While we're at it, I can show you another little trick. Let me just get some things out of my inventory here. Alright, so buckets. I know I said the buckets were slow, and they're compared to the better option, which we're nowhere near yet. But you can actually go pretty quick with the buckets if you get a bunch of buckets. So, alright, so let's try to get... Alright, so you can actually fill your entire hotbar with buckets if you want, and then what you do is just jump in the water, scroll your mouse, and they're all full. And then you can go in and, you know, just make, and you get a bunch of water, which is awesome. Collect, make, Okay, there we go. Alright, gotta keep the water flowing, because we end up thirsty all the time. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's put a few things down. Yeah, put that down. The potatoes can be used in the cookbot to make burgers. And they're also used as ammo when we finally get a spud gun. So, I can put that down for now too. Okay. I'll just put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Oh, God. I thought the flowers disappeared. They were just hiding. Okay. Alright, our platforms. Leave the water there for now. Just collect the platforms. And we're going to turn those into the reinforced platforms. Now, the regular plastic raft bases can be destroyed by sharks. That's why I'm turning them into the reinforced bases. The reinforced bases, as far as I know, are completely indestructible by sharks. Alright, so let's... So for our sail, we're going to use one bearing, a switch, these long poles, these 6-way joints, and of course the sails themselves. I made all this off camera. Hope you don't mind. Okay, and we got a driver's seat. This is the saddle style one. There's also a more like a seat style one, but the saddle one is odd width. That's why I built the saddle one. So what we going to do, we'll call this the front of the boat. We're going to put our bearing down. Yeah, I guess right there will be fine. And we'll do that, and we'll do that. Alright, so then we... And you can, if your aim is good, build on these pipes... Oh, come on, come on. From the opposite end. It's not easy. But we can use our lifts instead, like an elevator. There we go. So I start with 2 of the long shafts on the bottom of the mast, and then I do a 6-way, and then a long 6-way, and then a long, and finally at the top another 6-way. There. Okay, now the other thing, I may move it later, but I'm going to stick the windsock on the top of the mast for now. And you can put the windsock anywhere. I like to kind of get it out of the way. Alright, I might need a little piece in there. Let's see if the... we'll rotate. Oh, I guess it'll work like that. Okay. I don't remember which side is forward, but I think you're fine as long as you just put them all the same. So let's grab the rest of the sails. There we go. Okay, so... Okay, that's facing the wrong way. Let's do that, and then hit Q. There we go. Yeah, the sail has a little little emblem on one side, so it helps you put them all the same way. Alright, alright, so we need 2 more sails for the final product. I need to gather more cotton, I think. Oh no, I had some cotton. Is it enough? Is it enough cotton? Okay. Sails. Yes. Perfect. Okay, let those crank out. Alright, I'll throw the switch right there, I guess. That'll be good. So you need a connect tool to connect any kind of electrical or bearings or whatever. So you're going to want to make that fairly soon. And I'll put that on the very end. There we go. Alright, so with the connect tool, you take the switch and you draw it up to each one of the sails. Oh, I missed. Actually, I think you can go in either direction. Yeah, you can go in either direction. Alright, so by flicking the switch, you activate the sails. As you can see, they're already working. That's funny. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's grab the seat. And that stuff will be for later. So we can rotate that around, and I guess like that will be fine. Things can always be moved later. Okay. So now we're going to connect you switch to the seat. And what that does is when you're sitting in the seat, now you can see down in number 1 there, I have the controls for the sails, so I can turn them on and off while I'm seated in the driver's seat. Now you can connect the bearing for the sails directly to the seat, and it'll act like a steering bearing. Okay, and you'll see it snaps back to straight again, because now the seat's in control of the bearing. Now what that's going to do is you can turn left and right using the seat to steer the ship or the boat or the raft, whatever you want to call it. Now the reason I use these 6-ways instead of just a T-cross for the sails is I can actually mount stuff to the front and the back at those locations, so I could add like a light or something. That's the only reason why I use it 6-ways instead of a T. But that setup right there is good enough in the beginning. But eventually what you want to do is upgrade the seat to the max level, and by doing that you can change the bearing configuration. And you have to be at max level before you can change the bearing configuration. So there's a second function to the bearing when you reach the max level seat, where the bearing holds its position after being turned, which is really what you want for the final goal. You know what I mean? Is to be able to just turn the sails to a fixed position and let them stay there. But that takes a lot of component kits. So you can see hit U to upgrade. We're at level 1 right now, and it takes a bunch of component kits. I can do a couple of upgrades, but I really don't want to waste my component kits now because I won't have enough to go all the way to 5. At least I don't think so. I don't know. Let's do 1. Yeah, see, every time you upgrade it, it increases the number of component kits necessary to go to the next level. Alright. So, yeah, that's a pretty good setup right there. Let's put the rest of the sails on. And for a good size raft, we're not going to go super huge, but for a good size raft, I find 6 sails is pretty good. Yeah, that's the right way. Awesome. Okay, so there's our sails done with our steering. We gotta keep going bigger with our raft. Now, eventually, we will upgrade this to an engine and propellers. We're a little ways off of that, but there's a way I like to do it, which I will show you in future episodes. And the reason why I do things the way I do on my raft is I try to protect everything from the sharks, so I don't have to worry about things getting destroyed. So when I do the engine with the propellers are going to be mounted with pistons that, when they're not being used, will raise them out of the water so sharks can't get to them. And the same thing with the collection nets. I know I haven't mentioned the collection nets yet, but that's another thing we're going to be adding. They're right here. I'm running low on plastic. I can't make plastic until I find a chemical pond, so I have to forage for plastic right now. So I'm not gonna make the collection nets. They're not as important in this game as they are in the real game of Raft, because you can just jump out and grab stuff easily. the sharks aren't as much of an issue in this game. At least to the player, you know what I mean? You definitely don't want them destroying your raft, but for the player, they're not much of an issue. Alright, so size-wise, we're a little smaller than what I usually like to do, but this will be good for now. We'll add to it later. We'll start gathering some more resources. Alright, try to keep this water cranking. Okay, and there we go. How are my crops doing? Okay, collect that. Okay, so when you plant in these plots, you just click on the use button, and you have two options for every crop you can plant, with and without fertilizer. The fertilizer cuts the growing time in half. So if you're, in real need of the crops, using the fertilizer is a good thing. If you're not in such a rush, you can just plant without it. And of course you need water when you plant the seeds as well. You still need water with the ground method of growing, but you have to splash them with a bucket to water them. Okie dokie. Let's plant some more stuff here. Let's do one more on the red beets. And I'm going to kind of focus more on carrots, because carrots give you more food than water. And you can see the water goes quick when you're planting like this, so you want plenty of water purifiers going. In some of my other playthroughs, I've had 10 or more of these water purifiers going on the raft. A nice big raft with lots of stuff on it. Alright, so let's have ourselves a carrot. And have ourselves some more water. Alright, we'll be good for a while. Alright, so laying out the raft, that's completely up to you, but like I said, try to keep it perfectly balanced left to right. So whatever you put on one side, you need to put equal weight on the other side. We got a shark somewhere? Where's the shark? Oh, hello. Breaking my stuff, are ya? Huh? I hate that disappearing thing. They added that in one of the updates. I guess it was the only way they could get around eliminating land sharks, which was a thing a while back. The sharks would actually, swim through the land, which was kind of funny. I wish they kind of left that, because that was fun to watch. He was here somewhere. When the shark dies, they leave behind some various items. This is one of them. It's like a shark trophy. I usually don't grab it, but I just figured I'd show you. So yeah, shark trophy. You get way too many of those. And if you hook up a button or a switch to it, you can make the head move. It's silly. Okay. Yeah, the shark kind of chewed away at my support pillar, but the support pillar actually isn't needed at all. One thing about Scrap Mechanic is the building physics don't account for like material stresses over distance. So like, I mean, they do and they don't. Like gravity is a thing, and a very long structure will bend slightly, depending on what you build it on. And I'm getting a little deep into it here. So there are parts you can make. Let me show you in the craft pod here. So any blocks will be affected by gravity in such that they will slightly bend over a long distance. But any metal parts like this, like these pipes, they will not bend at all, no matter how long you make it. But there is a caveat to building long things in Scrap Mechanic, and that is the physics start to get a little wonky on long items if you build out of a single material over the entire length. So what you can do to fix the glitchiness of a long item in Scrap Mechanic is to just change the material occasionally. That's all you have to do, and it'll eliminate that glitchiness that happens on very long items. So, as an example, in one of my regular Scrap Mechanic worlds, I built a monorail, and it was pretty long. I mean, it was past the visual range. You know what I mean? So you couldn't actually see the end of the monorail from the other end. And if you try to build something like that out of a single material over the whole length, it's going to go wonky. It's going to start bouncing. It's going to do weird things. But I built it with a core of those metal pipes, just like these right here. These small metal pipes. It had a core of those with these six-way connectors in the middle. So I did like 3 long pipes, a connector, 3 long pipes, connector, over and over again. And because the connector is different than the pole, I didn't experience any of those bouncings. And then what I did after that is I covered the pole center with blocks, and I interrupted the sequence with different blocks at every 6-way junction. I used a different block. So I think I used wood for most of it, but then at the 6-way junction I used like scrap metal or something. I forget what I used, but yeah, as long as you interrupt the material, the Scrap Mechanic calculates the length of each object by material. So the calculations are interrupted, therefore you don't get the glitchiness. It's kind of a lengthy description, I'm sorry, but it's kind of hard to explain without actually experiencing it for yourself. Alright, so where was I? We have a short raft. We need plastic. We need quite a bit of plastic to make all this stuff. What I think I'm going to do now is show you that underwater cave so you can experience that for yourself. The one I found was over here by the island with all the resources that we gathered. So, another thing I made off camera because we unlocked it, the oxygen tank and the fins. And you don't actually like wear them. As long as they're in your inventory, they are functioning. And you definitely want to make those when you can, because they make a huge difference to swimming underwater. Especially the oxygen, because it gives you so much more time underwater. Alright, so here is the... there's a shark there. And he's going to run away. That is such a pain in the butt. It makes killing sharks so much harder. Alright, so here's the cell I was talking about. You can tell pretty much right away whether it's the right one. Just look for this kind of shell-shaped rock with a clam sitting on the nose of it. When you see that, you know it's the right cell. So get a fresh breath, and we're going to go in. Now, in this mod, these caves are usually filled with a bunch of sharks. But their AI is kind of wonky, so that it's really not as dangerous as you might think. So just swim to the bottom as fast as you can. And you can get underneath them, and they just get confused. Just whack away at their bellies, and they'll get confused. So I don't know if they'll ever patch this out, if the developers are still working on this or not, but this is good cheese for getting robots right here. Yeah, just get underneath them, stay underneath them, and they'll get all wacky. Ooh, he got me. He got me. Okay, there we go. And you get some pretty good stuff. I don't want that. Where's the other thing he dropped? Alright, most of them go all the way to the bottom. But sometimes they catch on the edges. Yeah, you can see like a bunch of circuit boards, component kits. So killing the shark gets you a lot of stuff. Okay, so there was the treasure chest. It was kind of this time, but sometimes there's actually 2 chests in this cave. If you don't have the air tanks, I do not recommend going in here without the air tanks. Because between killing the sharks, gathering the treasure chest, you'll end up running out of air and drowning before you can get back up again. Get back here! I want to kill you! I kill you! Come on! Get back, you coward! Alright, forget it. Okay, so that was kind of fruitful. Now, I'll be honest, I don't think this is big enough, really, to put the craftbot on. Even though this is a lightweight version of the craftbot, it's still really heavy. Let's get this in the water, and I'll kind of show you what I mean. So, yeah, you just grab it on your lift, and then you can place it somewhere like that, and then you can remove your lift. Okay, so you can see it floats, pretty high in the water. It's nice. But you start putting heavy things on it. Matter of fact, let's get it closer to shore here. Woo! Oh, I got to connect that last sail up. I added the sail, but I forgot to wire it. Okay, so that to that. There we go. Yeah, you can see the torque that the sail applies to the raft. It lifts the back end out of the water. So you kind of need weight, but this is a lot of weight. I got too much stuff on me. Alright, I'll try to put it on. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like way too heavy here. I mean, it's not horrible. It's actually not that bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, you know what? We'll leave it for now. We'll see how it works out. But yeah, we are pretty small. I'm definitely going to go 3 on each side. And definitely a lot longer. Do I have... Might as well just collect what we can on that. Let's put the buckets somewhere. We got room in here now, so I can do this. Yeah, and if you want to swap things quickly, you can just hold down Shift. And I don't always think of it, but you can also do that to your inventory to put things on your hotbar quickly. I'll throw that in there, I guess. Okay, well, we got a lot of circuits now. I should probably turn some of those into component kits. Oops. Robots have returned! Yes. So the robots do respawn after a while, which is actually beneficial if you're looking for, you know, stuff. Stuff! Gotta have the stuff! Yep, you can hear them. They're back! He's stuck in the corner again. Now, is it two? The last time they were stuck in the corner, there was actually two, like, almost embedded in themselves. I think I can... I thought I could sneak him. Knock myself out. I thought I could sneak underneath without him getting me, but it didn't work. Try it from above. I'm hitting the railing. There we go. There it is. Ah! Oh, another one. I wasn't ready for you. Oh my god, I didn't know he was there. Oh man. Okay, I didn't die, but it was close. Where the heck did that leg fall? Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright. Health does regenerate over time slowly, but it uses up your food to do so. So, just keep that in mind. Alrighty, where's that other leg? There's an invisible thing there that stops me from getting... Okay. Anything on the roof? Oh, nice! Yeah, well, not so nice. I don't need gasoline, and I really don't need... Oh, I missed the I-beam. Alright, but we are getting some metal from these guys, which is awesome. Hey there! Come on down. Yeah, come on. There you go. Come and follow me, and you'll be reduced to scrap metal. Now, there was a treasure chest on the other end. Did that respawn as well? Yes, they did. Component kit. That's more like it. Anything else over here? There is a randomness to the loot generation. Even though the world itself, you know, the islands are all the same, the loot locations are randomized. So, like, in some of my playthroughs, there's been a green chest on top of the shipping containers. Other times, there'll be a green chest, like, in the hollow of this big tree. So, that is a random thing. I don't see any more bots. I think we got them all. Let's check over here. Oh. Andy keeps leaving the stumps. Alright, so we're getting a decent amount of component kits. I should probably upgrade... I mean, I really want to upgrade the craft bot, but I also want to upgrade the seat to max. I mean, neither one of them are super important, but it's just so much of a convenience, you know? I guess we'll go for the seat. Why not, right? Alright, can I get to max here? Alright, we got max level on the seat. So now we can adjust the bearing. To do that, you use your wiring tool, and you can see now there's a use function, and you can change the angle and the speed of the bearing, as well as you can turn this on, bearing lock, which holds the bearing in a position after you turn it to that position. And I also want, yeah, I don't want to go all the way backwards. Maybe go to 90. 90, yeah. We'll go to 90. That way I can turn. So now if you get in the seat, you can see if I turn to one direction, it stays at that position. It's a little fast though. I'm gonna slow that down. That, and let's go pretty slow. Let's go down to like 2 maybe. Oh, that's right. My key assignments are kind of goofy. I can't turn right because I changed some things. So instead of my arrow keys, because I really like the way it's set up right now, I'm going to use that and that for steering. Okay. There we go. Now I can turn right and left. No, I can't. Why? 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 Oh, because I set them both to the left. Straight right. There we go. That was silly. I made it silly. Okay, so yeah, right. Yeah, that's a good speed. So you can see I can control now in a fixed position which angle the sail is turned to. The only downside to that, and it's not that much of a downside, is that finding perfect center again is not the easiest thing. You know, you can see off just a little bit, but you know, that's okay. All right. That way you can go at an angle without having to sit there and hold it. Okay, so I haven't put anything in here yet. Let's grab that. That's going on the raft. And we're going to attach this to the input side of the CraftBot. And until we have enough to do a complete loop, let me see, how do I want this sitting? Maybe, yeah, maybe like that. Oh, you can see how heavy that is. That just tipped the whole raft. Okay, so yeah, storage is really heavy. The CraftBot's really heavy. A lot of heavy things. So I'm contemplating in my mind what I want to take with me on this first journey, because we can always come back and you know, get more stuff later. I guess I should start working on the second floor. Let's do that. And it's kind of good that we place the CraftBot down, because now I get a visual reference of how tall I want the second floor. What do I want to build the uprights out of? Not really crazy about the look of this block, but I made them, so I might as well use them. Alright. So, yeah, what you want to do is don't put it right on the very corner, because a shark could potentially hit it in the very corner. So come in at least one block. So we got our pillar there, and we definitely want to go a little higher. Come on, stop falling off. There we go. Alright, so how's that look? I think that's a good height. We'll go with that. We will go with that. And to establish because we're going to need to attach the platform pieces. Let's do that. That should allow me to attach the platform piece the way I want. Actually, no, I gotta come out one more on that, but I need the platform pieces. Alright, so let's grab this and this. Alright, so I get the platform pieces. So yeah, I need to, whoa. Need to grab that and then do that. There we go. Now I can take a platform piece and we're going to rotate it. Of course, I can't see very good what I'm doing here. Yeah, see, I can't put my lift down on the raft because the raft is a construction that will be lifted by the raft, so that doesn't work. Alright, let's see. I guess just kind of guess at it. No, that's not going to be. Let's see, is that correct? Nope. Nope, I had it one too far to the right. Okay, so yeah, see, I want one block overhang there and one block overhang in the back to match the lower one. That was all me. I can't blame anybody for that one. Alright, so that's going to be the second floor height. That looks good to me. Come on, get on there. There we go. Alright, let's get rid of... Don't fall. Don't fall. I need more platforms. That looks good. I kind of wanted it facing the other way. Yeah, alright, I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. So now it's just a matter of adding pieces. And what happens when you, at least in this mod, when you turn to the other side to build, you have to rotate again, which is kind of annoying, I'll be honest. Alright, so when we get to the middle, are we at the middle yet? Yes, okay. So we're going to again use a lightweight material to create that center line. And I made some bubble blocks for that, because up on the second floor they don't need any, you know, durability. There's nothing that's going to attack them. So grab these, and I'm also going to use the bubble blocks to make a staircase. There we go. The sails do not have collision except at their base, so you can rotate them through anything. It's not visually appealing, and I will probably move the upper floor back eventually when I get the raft big enough. But for now, we'll just leave it like that. That's fine. Okay, so that is facing the wrong way. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna want the lights, but not right now. What do I do with the rest of the platforms? Did I stick them in... Did I stick them in here? Nope. Nope. That really all the... No, there was more platforms than that, wasn't there? None in there. None in my other... I could have sworn there was a bunch more platforms. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe that is all of them. Okay. Yeah, that's all of them. That's... Oh, no, here they are. I knew it. I knew it. We also got the chain link blocks. Those are also nice and light, so you can use those too. Definitely going to want the toilet. I'm going to be taking most of this stuff with us. Alright. Now, I kind of want to build out the second floor bigger than the first floor to kind of add more weight on the back, because those sails really... Oops. Those sails really put a lot of torque on the raft, causing the back end to lift out of the water. So having the back heavily weighted is going to be beneficial. Come in. Okay. And we will continue the center. Okay, so that's pretty good. That puts the back end almost touching the water. So I think we'll leave that. Yeah, I want the toilet. Okay, so here's another trick you can do when it comes with the seats. So you can put it on the bottom of a built-up surface and watch what happens. Get in the seat, get out of the seat, and you're on the second floor. So you don't necessarily need to build stairs or fancy elevator or anything, as long as you have a toilet. Or any kind of seat, doesn't matter. So, matter of fact, I think I will... Actually, might as well rotate it. There we go. Whee! Okay, so there we go. The second floor is going to be mostly for farming, as well as the beds. So, grab those. These are all done? Yep. Okay, collect. 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 And I don't know. I don't know if these stack. I don't think they... Oh, maybe they do. Nope, they don't stack. Okay. Whee! Alright, so I think we'll put the beds in the front. That'll be good, I think. And there we go. That's nice and even. And the planting plots. Let's see. Probably put them like this, maybe. Yeah, that's on the edge. Like so. That looks good. Grab that, and might as well grab that while we're at it. Okay, we're actually we're getting a little too heavy in the back. That's funny. Let's put... This is an odd width chest, so we could put it in the front like that. I do have two of them though, so maybe instead of that we do... Maybe we'll stand it up here, maybe? Oh, I don't think it can stand it. I think it has to be one way or the other. You can stand it if you attach it to something else sideways, but this doesn't have an attachment point. All right. You know what? We'll put them on either side of the driver's seat for now. It'll probably all get switched around. Oh my god! You can see how heavy these chests are. Oops. There we go. Alright, so we're sitting crooked because we didn't put the second planting plot here. There we go. we're too heavy in the back. This is definitely way too heavy in the back. Alright, so we need more flotation pieces here. Alright, let those work. How are we doing with this? Doing good. Ah, you... yeah. That's what happens when you rush things. Okay. I know, you're saying to yourself, how can he possibly be rushing? He's so slow. Yes, I am slow. I'm sorry, I'm slow. Alright, let's get rid of some stuff we don't need here, like glow sticks. Alright, so yeah, the glow sticks are kind of like a flashlight, but of course when you're holding a glow stick, you can't use your weapon, so there's that. There is something you can make, though. This mod adds... let me just get these going first. Okay, so this mod adds a necklace, which uses 2 glow sticks, cotton, and scrap metal. So why don't we build that? What did I thought I put my cotton down somewhere. Was it over here, or did I grab it already? Yeah, it's not over there. It's probably on... No, not in there. Oh, where did my second... Did I not put it down correctly? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I didn't put it down correctly. Alright, I gotta rotate that in a minute. First, though, let's find what I did with my cotton. There it is. Okay, yeah, let's make one of these necklaces. That'll be a nice addition. Okay, so right here. It's just like a glow stick, but on a necklace. The item breaks after 10 to 15 in-game days. Well, I can live with that. Okay, so I guess like the flippers, I just have to have it in my inventory? Or does it turn off if I move it? Okay, so yeah, anywhere in your inventory it still works. I'm guessing though if you put it in a storage, it'll turn off, I would hope. Okay, so we do have an input chest on our craftbot, which is great because we can take all of our craftable items, things that can be used for crafting, and those can all go in the input chest. So I'm going to want a lot of stuff in here. I don't want to put everything, because some things I still need. Put that in there. Throw some water in there for the heck of it. Put the beeswax in there. I guess for now. You know, let's put all those in there. Okay. Alrighty, righty. Okay, nothing in there. Let's grab that. Want it facing front. Yeah, I guess that's good. Okay. I don't want the other one too. I want to keep things balanced. Why? Is that? Yeah, that's back one from the front. So, just like that. And we're very cramped, but that's okay. Alright, let's put these extra floaties. There we go. Alright, so that should float a little better. We can move the toilet to the front, maybe? That will help with the... Yeah, that's alright. We can use that. That'll get some weight off the back. Alright, let's see how she floats. Oh, she's already on. See how she floats now. I definitely want it rearward bias, but not as much as it was. Come on. There we go. There we go. And get a little closer. That's better. She's sitting low in the water, though. Overall. Yeah, we got a lot of weight on those. Alright, but we're running low on plastic, so I can't make too many more of those platforms. We do have an extra one over here, but unfortunately there's no option for creating just one. And when you make the plastic ones, it's always two at a time. So unless one gets destroyed, you can't really... I really want to put the water purifiers in there too, but we are so small right now. I guess for now, we'll just leave the water purifiers here. It's really not a great choice. Keep them going, Tony. Keep them going. Okay. But we definitely want this guy too. All right. You know what? Let's sleep through the night. Get some daytime. Always nighttime in Raft Mechanic. It's such a pain. There we go. We can see again. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna swim around for a bit. I'm gonna collect some plastic. I'll skip over this part in the video. Okay, and we are back. I got a little bit of plastic. I was finding more wood than plastic. But, yeah, and I just realized I only put one support so that the raft is leaning to the right because of that one thing. So let's fix that. There we go. Now, yeah, we're level now. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. That's okay. As long as one point is supported, the whole thing is fine. Oh, how did you get me up here? And he disappears. That is so unfair. Oh, and this is not correct either. I didn't put the center line in. Alright. A lot of little mistakes. Sorry. My bad. I take full responsibility. There we go. Alright, so, yeah, like I was saying, I got a little bit of plastic. Not a lot, but enough to make some more platforms. So let's fix this. There we go. And it's going to be right there. Okay. There we go. We're even now. And I will finish the center line. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Starting to look pretty good here. Yeah, there's a lot of wood here. I'm going to be taking all that. Want the flowers too. Still going to be a while before I can either find or make a nice engine. I am not going to make the scrap engine. Sorry. I'm just not going to do it. Scrap engine, no. If I'm going to do an engine, I'm going to do a good engine. Didn't I put gasoline down here? I could have sworn I put gasoline right there. Did I already pick it up? I must have already picked it up. Oh yeah, put it in the crafting chest. Okay. Okay. Don't mind me. Just going crazy. Crazy. I'm crazy for playing this mod. Okay. Yeah, see, that's a spot I can't walk through. I'm not crazy about that. How about if I move them forward? You know, let's try that. I could go all the way up to there. But let's at least rotate it so that it's facing at least a visual. Oh, because of the toilet, I can't walk straight over that anymore. Okay. Alright, yeah, I like that better. The toilet's stopping me from going over, but I can crouch. You know what? I can move the toilet backwards. That'll be good. Yeah, I can go pretty much anywhere. There's enough room. So, there we go. There we go. That works. I like that. Okay, drop down. That works pretty good. Is there a shark banging on my stuff? I felt something. Or heard something, rather. Alright, that looks good. We're just about ready to start here. I definitely want to start planting... Oh, the seed press. Definitely want to take the seed press with me. I really need to take these. Alright, we'll try to fit them on. Hopefully it doesn't make us too heavy. Let's grab most, or if not all of this. Lights. Let's, you know, just do one on each of the four corners. That looks good, and a couple on the back. We'll put those a little further in, like maybe there. Raise up the intensity as far as it'll go. Eventually we'll paint those white, and that'll give us a nice bright white light, but without the paint tool I can't do that. it is. Is that right? No, I went back one. Yeah, that's the way it was. Okay. Alright, I mean, that'll give some light. Now, something to note is these clothing boxes here, garment boxes. I've already got all of them, so I don't need them for clothing anymore. However, they are almost indestructible. They have a durability of 9. So that's more than enough to make them virtually indestructible in this game. So I like to use them instead of tossing them by placing them on vulnerable parts of the raft. Eventually we'll find another one and I'll even it out, but for now we'll just put it like that. So yeah, a shark cannot break these. So by putting it there, it adds a little protection to that middle stretch of metal, which is not shark-proof. Okay, we're almost there. And I know I'm very slow at this, and like I said, I apologize. Eventually these will go on the raft, but we're not quite big enough yet, so I'm going to leave them here. This kind of needs to go on the raft, so let's grab that. We need to be able to find our location. So, is this? Okay, good. It's odd width in one direction, even in another, so I can put it dead center. Alright, so yeah, now we can find our raft no matter what. We won't get lost. Okay, I made some more platforms, and I slept through the night to get it daytime for your sake. And let's add some more flotation here. And pick that up temporarily. You know what, let's go wider. Let's go 3 on each side. Alright, so yeah, let's go in the back. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, that's making it front heavy now. So let's move the 2 workbenches to the back. That'll leave this open so we can walk around. That looks good. Okay. And the other thing I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to take my extra toilet, and let's face it, like that. So if you're in the water and you need to get on the raft, you can just boom, and you're on the raft. Okay, let's get these things cranking again. Excellent. And there's nothing else I'm leaving behind. I'm going to take one more quick walk around, see if anything's respawned, and then we are heading out. Oh, there is a cow. Was that here the whole time? I didn't see a cow the last walk around I did. You know what, let's grab all the corn and feed it to the cow. Here you go, girl. Hey, we got some milk. Alright, and I'll cut out this boring stuff. See you in a few. Okay, and we are back, and we got our milk. So, we got 9 milk out of 27 corn. Yum, yum, yum. Moo. If I could take you with me, Bessie, I would. But we just don't have the room, and I'm not sure whether or not you'd actually stay on the raft, even if I built a pen. Because Raft Mechanic gets kind of glitchy when you try to transport animals. They sometimes just phase through the blocks. Okay. We are just about ready to go. Matter of fact, we are ready to go. But I am going to wait for my friend to join me. For you, it'll only be a second. For me, it'll be hours. But, yeah, see you in a few.
I don't think it necessarily... Oh, darn it.
Alright, if you're ready.
Oh, look, oh, there's a toilet. Okay, I'm sitting on the back.
Alright, that's fine. I am going to put this on a lift, though, so I can turn it.
Okay.
You should be fine just sitting there.
Your brush stroke has gotten very good recently.
Okay, which way is that facing? Alright, I gotta rotate that. Like that, I think. And up we go.
Can you do
And
it up on the top? Or can you just look at the bed from the ground?
there's a toilet just above the craft bot. You can use that to get onto the second floor.
Oh, there she be.
Alright, so I know the wind's blowing 90 degrees to where the direction I'm trying to go, but I'm hoping it'll be just enough to, if I turn, oh, hold on, here we go. Alright, so if I turn just a little bit to the right, alright, it's gonna be, I should have placed it over on the other side of the island, but that's alright, we'll get there.
You build that pier?
Yeah, I did.
Looks good.
And a shark broke one of the supports.
Oh yeah, look at that. Stupid Flanders.
Alright, well, I gotta get out of this little narrow strait here. I know we're gonna be going in this basic direction, but I gotta activate the log destination, so... L. Rescue mission set. Okay, yep, we're looking good. Gotta get away from the island, though. So yeah, I did a whole bunch of grinding off camera, got some materials.
Yeah, I would say.
Built all the raft pieces. I still want to add a lot more base pieces, but I kept running out of plastic, so. Okay. We are on the world, floating away. The sails add so much torque. It like pushes my nose almost underwater. We got to make some catch nets so we can do some passive.
There's a raft over there.
Oh yeah, there we go. There's a good thing to show everybody. So they kind of simulated the little scrap rafts that Raft has, and they work pretty much the same way. Once you harvest what you can off of them, they sink. So I don't want to go behind that rock, but I want to come somewhat close here. And we'll just turn off the sails, and I'll go grab everything.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not very good at harvesting things before they sink.
Well, it's just a chest. There's one and a shark that bit my butt.
I may not make this. I may end up starving.
There is food. Not much, but I don't remember where I put it. Yeah, there's no take all button, but we can do the shift click. I got some chemicals. We can use that to make more plastic. Oh, and there's a bunch of plastic here, too. Grab this while we're at it.
Okay, let's
I've already recorded about an hour and a half. I'm trying to cut it down, but this is going to end up a long episode, I think. I mean, the first one I did was pretty long. This is going to be even longer. We got a shark just kind of chilling here. Oh, it disappeared. I wanted his parts. Okay, let's keep going. Steer. Okay. That looks pretty good. We're aimed slightly to the left, but that's okay. You know what?
I don't have any water or anything.
Well, the water purifiers are here, and there's water in them. So if you want to grab those 4 waters...
Okay. Yeah.
And after you drink, we might as well use the beds and sleep through the night.
No, I want the toilet.
Yeah, we're drifting. I don't want to get too close to that warehouse. I'm going to turn my sail just a little bit.
Alright. I'm in the bunk.
So yeah, if you look over there on the left, there's a 3-story warehouse. And usually on the outside of those, there's a bunch of tape bots that can shoot you from a distance. So you kind of want to stay clear of those for now.
Okay. I might have to wait till it renders in because my video quality is a little low.
Okay, we're both in the beds. This should pass through the night now. There we go.
Good rest. Good rest.
Yeah. It's funny how we really didn't move any further that whole night through.
Yeah, strange, isn't it? Yeah, we need to make catchers.
I think they only take like plastic and scrap metal or something like that. You want to look in the workbench so maybe you can make some.
Let's see.
There's some materials in that big chest on the right.
Okay, collection net. We need scrap wood, scrap plastic, and metal block. Scrap wood. I think is that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it.
I gotta slow down the bearing setting so I can adjust in finer increments. Oops. That's the storage chest. There we go. Go all the way down on the speed. Oh, I got milk too. You hungry?
Yeah, I'm like the bottom 15% or 10%, so.
I'll put a stack of milk in that box you just got that stuff out of.
Oh my lord. I am not good at this game. Okay, I just need plastic. Where did you put it? Oh, 5 belts. There we go.
Yeah, a cow suddenly appeared on the island we were on. So I gave it all the corn I had.
Okay, I need plastique. Oh, darn it, stop.
Okay. You
You
can always use the toilet to get yourself back up onto the raft.
I was having a hard time getting my head above water. Okay, I don't have plastic.
I probably have some on me. Let me throw what I got in that box. Yep, I got some. There we go.
Okay, how many of these catch-net thingies would you like?
Eventually we'll probably have at least 8, maybe 10, but start with whatever you can do. I don't think you're going to be able to make that many.
I think I can make, well, right now it looks like I can make one.
Oh.
But I might just not have the, yeah, it looks like I don't have, well, that box I don't seem to have enough metal.
What type of metal? Is it scrap metal or metal one?
I think it's scrap metal by the looks of it.
Alright, let me take a look at my...
No, metal one.
Oh, I got both. Let me throw what I got in there.
Okay, because it is calling for 10 metal one, and I've got 12 on me.
Alright. I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff in there because I don't need that stuff on me right now.
Hey, a little privacy back here, huh?
There's also carrots too.
Darn it.
I know the raft is too small. I'm sorry.
No, I keep falling. I keep falling
Here.
off for some reason.
Because I was moving. You had inertia.
No, I think that's the. Oh, there it is. Yep, there. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's see. How many can I make? Looks like I can make 6 with the plastic I've got.
All right, yeah, do the 6.
The rest of the materials back in there.
There's a shark on our tail.
Yeah, I see it.
You can't break those platforms, so if you want to just ignore them, that's fine.
Woohoo! One down.
Looks like we're almost at the destination.
Sharky no nicey.
Give him a wacky with the pokey stick.
Yeah, I fear swinging any of the pokey sticks on the raft. Knowing my luck, I'll beat up the raft.
I don't think you can.
I will tell you, this
The only thing you could possibly break on this raft, I think, is the bubble wrap.
for having 6 sails, we are clipping along pretty darn good.
Yep. This is kind of my classic design. Most of my playthroughs have been similar to this. And it looks like we're here. Very close, anyway.
My graphics must suck.
Well, you don't have your destination set in the logbook. Do you have a logbook?
Oh, I got a logbook. Yeah, I got a logbook. Oh, that was you. It's like, boy, that shark is attacking us.
No, that was me attacking the shark.
Well, I realized that.
Okay. Okay, just
When
making
I
sure.
saw you swinging at the shark, I kind of figured.
There was a second one. I hate that they disappear now. I know they did it to stop the land shark glitch, but it's hard to kill them now because either they swim away or they just disappear. Okay, so here we are at the second story destination. It's a crash ship that's underwater.
Let's see your name.
You don't see my name? I'm underwater.
Okay, going underwater.
And the goal here is just to enter the ship and gather up all the stuff that's inside. You just have to break through this doorway here. And there's usually a greenie or two in this corner. Binga, banga, binga.
No idea where you are.
I'm inside the crash ship that's at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, I know, but I don't know how you got into the crash.
There's a doorway.
I'm running out of air, so I'll come back down.
Oh, go back up to the raft. I left a air tank in one of the chests for you. Put that in your inventory. It doesn't have to be anywhere specific.
Okay, there it is.
It
Okay,
greatly increases your swim time. Okay, so after you get all this stuff in here, you just click on this thing here. And you pick up the next quest.
okay, so I imagine you've gotten everything.
Yeah, I've gotten everything inside. There may be one or two things outside, though. I can swim around the ship and take a peek. Sometimes there's a chest hanging around on the backside. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's some glue clams, but we're pretty good on glue right now. So I guess we're done here. So stay tuned for the next episode, where we will continue on to the next story location. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like if you would, and leave a comment. Have a great day.